What's up guys, it's Derek here. If you're new to the channel, I'm a former stockbroker. I am also an undergrad in business management, a master's degree in analytics, and currently a senior data scientist. In this video, what we're going to talk about is NIO stock. Specifically, I want to look at entry points. If you want to add to your position or potentially get in as a first time, this week is a great opportunity to be able to do that because of what the stock is currently doing. And so that's what we're going to get into. Before we get started, I do need your help. Make sure to smash that like button. This will help the YouTube algorithm get me to a larger audience to help more people. While you're doing that, make sure to subscribe. That tells me that you're interested in this content to help the channel grow and produce more of it. So let's dive in. Okay, so what we have here is we're looking at a daily view of it, and I want to highlight a few of the things that are going to be important for this technical analysis. Again, the whole point of the technical analysis here is really two parts. Either one, to find an entry for you to get in as a first time, or if you desire to add more to your position, to identify where there might be opportunity to do it before the next leg up. So what I want to highlight here is you see starting around October 20th, we started trending up in a sharp upward trend. But then starting around November 9th, we started moving a little bit more sideways. But at that point, we also started to trend up. We see that 50 becomes the resistance. And so let me highlight a few things here, and let's go through that again now with these trend lines. So the trend line here, we see that upward growth, and we see it just bouncing off that trend line, which is really good. The next thing we see here is around 40 becomes a support. And then around this time, now this big drop, if you're familiar, is when that news came out about the short. Not going to get into it, but we do see that we were really skyrocketing and then came down hard. But what this has created is what I want to analyze. We are now in what's called an ascending triangle, but what's nice is the trend before it was an upward trend. And so with ascending triangles, what this usually means is you will bounce in between this triangle and then break out of it, proceed with the trend that was before. In this case, it's an upward trend. So this is good news. I do want to put a plug in here that past performance is not a guarantee of future performance, and invest at your own risk. This is more for entertainment and educational. Now, what we see here, still going right to left, is starting around November 11th, we start this upward trend. And so 41 becomes a support, 43 becomes a support, and then up at this resistance, 50 is almost the stead line of resistance. And so what we're doing is we're bouncing in between this. So 50 is the resistance. We just bounced off of it. We do have other indicators down here, which as an example, we had a buy indicator here and then another buy indicator here, which led into that short rally, but we now have a sell indicator. But what I believe will happen is we'll come down a little bit lower, and this is where your first opportunity of adding or getting into your position would be right around that 47 mark, around 46 to 47 mark. If it breaks further down and gets closer to that trend line, your next opportunity is going to be around 45 and 30 cents, so $45.30. Now, again, the risk with a limit order, if you set this at a limit order, is it's not guaranteed to execute, and this very well could next week break out of this trend and just step up, and this line may be a little bit premature. So for example, if I were to bring this up, now this is breaking the bottom parts, we see that the triangle is a lot more narrow, and so that moves, again, your limit order potentially down to 47 to 48. So be mindful of this pattern, but it is a proven pattern to be able to predict movement in the stocks. So I believe that we have just a little bit more giveaway for this to get down to get into another opportunity before it breaks out. And then what I believe will happen is 50 will become the support, and then we'll see where it goes from there. Now guys, I hope that this is helpful. This is a strong indicator of a bullish move. I recommend that you look a little bit more into on your side. Again, if you're new to the channel, please hit that like button. I do want to reach more people to be able to help people. I'm passionate about teaching and helping others learn. If you like it, make sure to subscribe. That tells me that you want more of this content. And if I see enough engagement on that, I'll make sure to bring more of this to you.